There we go. So, where did we leave it all? I think we left it all with you. Yes, in the room with all the statues, didn't we? That's halfway
Which
across.
one? It's not like that really narrows it down.
Amber, we're stuck outside these doors sitting there going, Amber, we could just stay out here and be safe and let them get themselves killed.
Are these the statues made of ice?
No, the statues that are shockingly bad.
Life-size ice sculptures depicting a bent-backed old crone with a skull-like face standing in perfect ranks. A sense of woe
Baba
seems...
Yaga?
Baba Yaga! Yeah. A sense of woe seems to emanate from each statue. The dark arcs of power crackle across their surfaces and leap from sculpture to sculpture.
See, I told you they were shockingly bad.
If you remember, when you first saw this room, one of them was broken, but they're all repaired now.
It seems to have been repaired. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, well, see, that's where Bert was headed. Was over there to check out the one that was broken, but it's fixed now.
It is fixed.
Bert don't get his ass out of there. He's going to get electrocuted.
That handout tells us where we need to find the porcelain supplicants.
Right. So, new round. Arena, you're up.
Okay. Well, to be fair, I'm on the far side of all of this.
Which means you're in the safe zone.
Am I in range to cast... Oh, God, I'm echoing back on someone. Can I cast any spells on my comrades across the other side of the room, or are they too far away?
Depends on the range, doesn't it?
What is the range? Is I think what I'm asking there.
Somewhere
far
between
away?
15 and 18 inches.
17 inches. Yeah.
I should be able to then. Did we establish that this wasn't electricity?
Negative
Yes,
energy.
we determined it is negative energy.
Negative energy. Is that something that I can actually directly protect against with the environmental protection, or would it be better to just, in some way or another, protect them another way? Would deflection help against that? I've got deflection, I've got environmental protection.
Environmental protection, negative energy plane.
Can I do that?
Adventures travel through planes of fire or other hazardous environments. This power protects them from crushing depths, intense heat, even radiation. Environmental protection allows the target to breathe, speak, and move at a normal pace in an otherwise fatal environment. So logically, yes.
Okay, brilliant. I'm going to cast environmental protection on everybody that I can target. So that they can get through without getting fried.
Are you doing yourself?
I seem to be safe on the other side, so I don't think so. And unfortunately, I can't see Jelsa or Amber right now. Otherwise, I'd
We're
target
outside
them
the door, so you couldn't target us.
Yes. They haven't been penitent enough, have they?
Indeed.
Because that's not Jolsa's strong point.
No, but teleportation is, so we're all right. Just hug the fox and teleport.
We have to get through the door first, so I'm gonna, wait till my turn. You do your thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 targets.
5, okay. I think I'm going to have to pay for the extra range as well. Let me just see what my smarts is. Smarts is 12, so yes, it's more than 12 for the furthest one, so I'll pay for the extra range. 24 enough to cover everyone?
Probably. I don't know.
Okay.
But 17 inches to the far side of the room from where you are.
Then yeah, fine. I think I got it.
I reckon you did.
Okay then. That increases the duration to 8 hours. You're protected for the next 8 hours.
Okay.
That's good value for money as a spell, that.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, 1 hour to 8 hours. Bloody hell, that's very good.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Bargain.
Okay,
Okay. So
8 hours. Well, we're not going to worry about duration encounters on that one, that's for sure.
no.
Oh, hang on. Negative energy. Can't spell energy. Hours. Okay. That.
Oops.
That.
Hmm.
Then we'll do that. Do that. There we go. Right. So basically, I don't actually need to go in turns anymore because, well, I'm going to, but I don't need to because I don't have to worry so much about
Yeah, I'm gonna call Amber over.
triangle you.
Amber, we gotta figure out how to get in there. What do you need me to roll to get us past those doors?
Dream trickle. It was only by the power of faith
Spirit.
shall ye pass beyond. So it's a successful spirit check at -2.
Yeah, you've got to have faith that we can't sing because we get a copyright strike.
And gnomes are famous for their, well, we don't believe in the gods of Galarian, so.
You don't
Well,
have
they
to have
have
faith
faith in
in them.
themselves.
Just have to have faith. Faith in yourself that you can do it.
It's an illusion. Just pretend it's not there. Have faith.
Yeah, well, that worked out well.
It's okay. I mean, someone else can help you, but they don't seem to be wanting to do much yet. Panic, you're up.
Me and Amber are gonna sit out here and pout.
What I think's really
What you
interesting
doing?
is
What you doing, Sparkle Tits? Get yourself in here. Rannoch grabs her and pulls her back through.
okay.
Well, not until I get a hold of Amber.
You get to make a unmodified spirit check, Jelsa, with assistance from Rannick. Yep, that worked.
Okay, that gets us just to the other side of the door.
Yeah, you.
And Amber with me.
Well, that's where it gets interesting, isn't it?
Because now we're back in rounds.
Yeah, but passes through, no problem at all.
Yeah, I've got Amber a hold because I made her that collar at the end of the Rise of the Runelords, so I'm
Yep.
holding on to her collar, going, "Don't run through there, Amber. Let these guys get killed. We'll get through safe."
What am I looking for? I am looking for the party sheet because I can't remember if. No, yes, I can't remember if something happened. We go down and see what. I can tell whether. And the answer is. Right. Also, actually, you've all stepped through the door, but what do you do with all that equipment you left on the other side of that door?
Equipment we left on the other side of that door.
The
thought
party
we-
sheet.
Yeah, but I thought
What
there
did we
was
put in the
a
bag of holding? One of
there
them. We've
was-
got plenty of them.
there was a
And
bag
heck,
of
there was a bag of
holding.
holding on the party sheet. Shove it all in there. Carry the bag.
Okay, that's fine. I'll assume it's all in the bag of holding until further notice. Okie dokie. But you're up.
Amongst all of that stuff, there wasn't like a handy set of research notes that those guys had got for doing exactly the same thing that we're doing that we could read, was there?
No.
No.
It is there. What I've just noticed is, interestingly, it's in the order you did it, not in the order you should have done it as well.
I can't see
okay.
anything in that handout that gives a location for the porcelain supplicants.
The tomb.
It does.
The tomb of ice.
It does. You
The
just
banished queen to meet.
So but the banished queen was Baba Yaga's daughter that has been enthroned in the tomb of ice, which is.
But she wasn't there.
If you there's a balcony. There's a bit that leads out over a balcony. It leads out over the falls, and you can see the bodies frozen in the ice below it.
You could get into it, that room with all the statues, could you? The clock.
No, we couldn't. That's what we need the chain and the porcelain supplicants for. I thought.
See, I think that might be your problem. You see, just said there shows you what you're expecting to find. That isn't necessarily what it says.
Okay.
Anyway, but
okay. I believe I'm
Things that'll be
standing
really obvious after the fact.
next to the statue that. Yeah, probably.
Is
I
that
believe
one?
I'm standing next to the statue that was damaged. Was it that one? I thought it was this one.
No, it was the one in the far left corner.
Oh, okay. I'm going to step over there then and examine that statue. Does it look like it's a recent replacement, or is it?
No, it looks exactly the same. Looks exactly the same as all the others in the room. Go on, Jan, what you up to?
Being very quiet so the statues don't notice me.
Oh yes, I should be pointed out actually that as you cross the room, the statues all turned to face you, and they're all looking at you.
And getting ready to blast you.
It should also be pointed out for everyone standing over here, the statues are facing you. At the same time, all the statues are facing Grimwald. Not that you know that, but they are. Yeah.
Don't these guys freak out at statues looking at them?
Yep.
So what I'll do is I'll nip to the other side of this room.
Okay.
As quickly as possible, and when we skitter across the floor.
Okay, I'm going to need you to roll an 18 to move that far on your pace.
I can do that eventually. So we are on pace 8.
7.
Did I not roll run there?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh God,
5,
we have
6,
got
7. There you go. That gets you to 7. Which is all
you mean,
right.
you mean to say I rolled the run die and I got my maximum movement without rolling the run die?
Basically. So I need
It's
Amber.
the shield. It's just when you start running the shield.
Amber and
punctures.
Gelsa get to make vigor checks.
Just stay a tick, and I'll be right back.
Gelsa succeeds. You were Amber so well.
Was it Amber and me, or Amber and Gelsa?
Amber and Gelsa. Okay, Amber and Gelsa. Amber's fine. Gelsa's, well, we say fine, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
She knows she's got Jelsa protecting her. She's not worried.
Okay, so that's 10 points of damage to Gelsa as the negative energy activates, and 10 points of damage to Amber, which is going to be a wound on Amber, I'm afraid to say.
I'm trying to remember if Amber has bennies.
Amber doesn't have bennies.
But she can use yours.
She can use mine? Okay, cool.
Amber is absolutely fine. Gelsa is zapped by the negative energy in the room. New round, Arena.
Yay, I can protect them.
Okay.
I hope. Let's just check I've got enough PowerPoints. I've got that many.
Let's get rid of those wrongly expiring power messages.
Hmm.
Oh God, there are so many flipping powers. There it is.
Well, you did end up with every spell in existence, didn't you? Once in those spell books.
Yes, I did.
Would be nice if they had a search facility on them.
It will take all of the rest of my PowerPoints and Benny's, but I can do it. So here we go. They're both protected for 8 hours as well.
Okie dokie. So
I have never been so utterly wiped out of everything, but there you are.
Is bang, bang, and I've got to award you, Benny, for being such a wonderful party. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, every 6 seconds the room builds up in energy and zaps you, but because now everyone apart from Irina's immune, I'm not going to worry too much about movement paces or you know what I mean, or rounds, because we don't need to worry about it for the next 8 hours. So there we go. I shall unlock the tokens and you can explore free. Dondrad, I need you to make a notice check. Actually, I just realised you're dead centre of the room.
Right. Is this a geology question?
No.
Right. Okay.
No, absolutely fine. I wouldn't worry about it.
Do you know what I'm going to
Did
Benny?
Bert get one when he was there last turn?
Everyone who's crossed the room got to make a notice check, and you've all rolled miserably.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably what?
I wouldn't worry too much about it.
A D4 -1, but I Benny'd it anyway.
Indeed. But anyway, so I'll unlock tokens. You can move freely around. Just, Arena, you just don't go back. You're the only one who can't go back through the doors for the record, Arena.
That's fine.
I'm starting to hate this place. And Rannick is going to go across the room with his adamantine hammer out, smashing each of the statues. He's not expecting to break any of them.
Oh, wait a minute.
I can notice check.
They can't all be looking at us. Can I support him?
No.
Well, I'm just going to say they can't all be looking at us. They can't all be looking at us, because if they all look at thingy, they're all looking at the one at the centre. When you're standing in the middle, they're all looking at the centre.
No, they're all looking at you. Everywhere you look, Dondrad, as you move, they all turn to face you. And Rannick, as you're moving across the room, they're all turning to face you at exactly the same time. There's a packet on the floor by that statue.
Yay!
Right, I'll pick it up.
Something really special. Don't get too excited.
I'm just excited that somebody finally passed the notice roll. That's all.
Yeah, I know.
I've got a hold of Amber's collar, so if you want to keep her up with me, Jelssa's just going to run across when she realizes nobody's getting zapped.
Oh, okay. Well, after all that, I should have actually kept pressing for it, because I actually didn't realise I haven't actually made the magic item. That's embarrassing.
I found a packet. It's got nothing in it.
It appears to contain dust.
Well, you were right. It's not exciting.
Is it glitter or is it just dust?
Dust.
Well, I can make it sparkly. Bring it here.
How about we check if it's magical dust?
Is it dust of appearance?
It is not dust of appearance. Well, have you occulted it?
I suspect it's dust of appearance.
Let's get that to put it on the party sheet and then edit it.
But can we go somewhere else before we examine it?
Yeah.
I'm going to tactically hide behind Irene.
Nookums. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Yeah, you've completely failed to damage any of the statues.
I wasn't expecting to.
Good cat.
It's just a reflex.
It's a frustration thing. I understand all about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's healing cast backwards.
Powder of damaging.
Okay. It's there, but obviously it is there, and I don't expect. I can see it there, but you're just unfortunately you are taking it all too literally. And funnily enough, I actually one time was remembering a certain scene from a certain movie, wasn't it, about penitent men? And I thought you had to do something else to get into the room, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
What neat? Oh.
You could ask permission.
Okay. Let me hang on. Let me look at that rhyme again.
So
Or
it's
you
not so
don't
much
forget you've got your pen and paper, and you do have certain people do have divination spells if you're really, really stuck.
I mean,
Yeah,
to the
it's not that. It's.
Well, see, the thing is, we've got a graveyard.
How many supplicants did the rhyme say? Because I can't find it right now.
It doesn't say.
So a supplicant is somebody who comes before God and basically asks them for help, begs for help.
Yeah.
They cower down and ask God for help.
See, someone keeps trying to think about they need to find healing porcelain statues, but maybe
But
that's
no,
not...
you don't necessarily kneel. Supplicant doesn't mean to kneel. It means to honestly ask for help.
Mm.
Yeah, the comma there could. That kind of separates it. Okay, maybe. It's possible we need to kneel, or we need to make the statues kneel, but I don't know how to make the statues kneel.
Well,
or conversely, it's telling you where you need to go to find them.
Ringed in steel, 3 loops of 9, prized from
Which you found, haven't you?
Seat.
Yeah, with the luckless seat was the throne, and we prized the steel chains that are
did we
27 loops long.
Did we find a throne room?
Yes.
So yeah, let's go back to the throne room, and I'll kneel before the throne. I mean, what the hell?
No. Well,
Bert's going to get down on his hands and knees and crawl across the room and crawl back.
No. It's as someone pointed out earlier. You don't necessarily need to kneel. It's about it's about faith, isn't it?
Is it not the throne room because you go before the king to petition him for help, or you make an audience with the king, so then you state your plea?
For the record, I didn't write this adventure. Don't forget that.
So you could, if she sat on the throne, you'd go before the king. You'd ask the king permission to do something.
I have to say, I think this is evil.
So you would be a supplicant before the crown.
Have we seen anything made of porcelain at all?
I don't think we have.
No. Okay, let's try another tactic I was thinking of. I mean, Baba Yaga and all that. Everything about this has got a certain Russian vibe, and you're looking. So maybe you should be thinking of Russian dolls.
Is Russian dolls one inside another? Look for a theme on one of these statues, then. Examine a statue in detail.
They're all identical. None of them look any different to any of the others.
Do they have any themes?
Including the one that was broken earlier.
Well, look, we get 5 goes at this, right? So what we could do is we could write to Dear Diary and ask it. Because we've got 5.
I have to admit, I read it, and it's like, obviously I know what's going on. It's like, oh, I get it now. I still don't see how they're going to get it.
Well, I think we've got extra planar help in the sense that we've got a Thessalonian notepad, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Considering how old the notepad is, right? It predates civilization, right?
I'll also be honest. I think, given that this adventure is written for 17th level characters, they assume the party's got the ability to do this sort of thing, because I can't see how else you're meant to solve this puzzle.
So what you could do is you could write in the Thessalonian manuscript the question, and it will answer you.
Yeah.
And if push comes to shove, we go to the graveyard and we wake somebody up and ask them.
Right questions.
What's funny about that? I was being deadly serious.
Sorry. If you haven't seen the film, you won't know why I find it funny. Sorry, without giving too many spoilers away, if you haven't seen it, that is a whole section of the Dungeons and Dragons movie. They go to a graveyard. Like questions.
Yes, it is. But Dundra doesn't really get human. So we could wake somebody up and sort of ask them. Just be careful. Be careful what questions, because everything's a question.
Well, I have the Revelation quill still, and it's still got some charges left on it.
That's what I mean.
My gut feeling is you are supposed. My gut feeling is, having looked through the adventure, having looked through the clues, I can't see how you're supposed to work it out without extra plane or help. If I'm honest.
Yes, well,
if I'd realised that sooner, I might not have run this, but I didn't at the time.
Well, the quill of the quill
Revelations.
Or Revelations, yeah, that one. It is a Thessalonian artifact. Like, it's been here since predates modern civilization. If you ask it a question,
okay, then what are we going to ask it? Because it's got to be the right question.
Wait, let me finish. Once per week, the quill, in the same way, to contact another plane instead, asking up to 10 yes or no questions.
So you get 10 yes or no.
If I go to extra planar help.
Okay, then we need.
Yeah, I don't think you get to pick. I don't think you necessarily. I think the whole point of it is you don't have to pick where you're going. It doesn't say you do, so I think it just goes to. I think that's the magic of it. It goes to ask whatever plane can answer the questions for you, doesn't it?
I mean, so you would have to be really shady about what you're going to ask it. So you could say, do we need to be in the throne room? And it'd be yes or no. Do we need to be in this room? Yes or no. You'd have to do it.
Are they all yes no answers?
Yeah, but
the only answers are yes or no.
Do it to you have to basically. I would do it so I'd half the dungeon each question.
Well, so you we could say, is it up or down from here? Because
yes,
that's pretty much 50%'s it.
And that 50%.
No, let me give you that. Let me give you that map again.
Is it up from here?
Okay, so just so you know, you are currently there at 10.
Right. So if we say, is it up from here, then that totally narrows it down.
One specific question we can ask is it in the clock tower? Because we know about the clock tower and we can't get in there.
Yeah. But only after we've asked if it's up, because if it's down, there's no point of asking that.
True.
If it's down, then we can say, is it in the throne room?
But there's not a whole lot down from here. I'm only seeing really one thing that's down from here, other than the stairs back and forth.
Also, if you ask those two questions, I mean, yes, 2 questions will get us an up or down or here, because if it's not up from here and it's not down from here, that means it's here.
Well, yeah, okay.
Or let's be honest here. Technically, whoops! I moved the point. It said you could argue that counts as here.
It could be laterally.
Yes, but it narrows it down to 3 locations.
Could also say, is it within 100 paces of us? And if it's yes, is it within 50 paces of us? You know, things like that.
Or we could go and smoke something.
What have you got?
Are you going to use? Well, I don't think you've ever used your Revelation Krill, so now's probably a good time to use it.
I mean, if push comes to shove, we could go and just wake somebody up. I mean, that's easy enough to do.
You'd go to the wall and ask them, would you?
Yeah. I mean, literally, I'd go up.
The thing is, they have to. The only problem with that is the people on the wall have to know the answer, don't they?
Not necessarily. The trapping is wake somebody up. The spell description is somewhat different.
Anyway,
I can't remember what room is the direction I've just walked towards. What room is that? Is it one we can rest in?
That is the one. That's the room I have forgot to put the pointer on. So,
and it doesn't necessarily. when I go, like I said, speak to dead, it might not be the dead's body's knowledge. He could petition Gorham, and Gorham can answer the question.
Oh, can he?
If Gorham's not too
Yes.
busy, I mean, we are mere mortals after all.
Speak for yourself.
That goes to.
And if I can get my hands on Baba Yaga, right, I'm going to anti-magic shell her. I'm going to anti-magic shell her and then grapple her.
And then throttle the bint.
No, and then throw. We're both going to jump.
That staircase there is very long.
Can I remember where it leads to?
Yeah. Oh, it winds all the way up, and you'll come out. You will come out. Do you remember you found this side of the doors first, didn't you? The stairs lead up to the Acropolis at level 16.
What's 20?
20, I think, is where we're trying to get.
We've not gone to the surface either, have we?
No, it's a bit of metagaming because it was too much of a faff to try and delete all the numbers.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is we haven't been at the top, so we haven't actually stood on top of this thing, have we?
No, you had the chance to earlier when you flew up there, but you didn't. Rather cool.
But also, if it's above or below the clock tower.
Up at 22 was really. It was. There's nothing. No, I'll be honest. There's no real reason to go to 22 except for one very. It's just a cool visual thing, and that's it. But they made a map for it anyway. Anyway, are you using your revelation quill? That's the question.
Yes.
Because you can only use it once a week, can't you?
Well, if I go for extra planar, yeah, it's once a week, and it's only got 3 charges. Wait, no, that's the way.
Well, I tell you what, if we don't get it in 10 questions, we'll narrow it down, and then I will phone up Gorham and ask him.
Is there anything I have to do to activate the scroll, or the quill, or it's just automatic?
You just use the I imagine it'll be a spellcasting check to activate the scroll, and then you just need to write questions on a piece of paper.
Yeah,
and I imagine the answers will appear below it, a bit like a certain diary.
So just to recap, the plan is to use the quill to get 50-50, and after that, if that doesn't work, we're going to phone a friend.
Yeah, okay. Right. Question 1. Chelsea's got to ask the question because she's doing the writing, but obviously you can all discuss what she should ask.
They already discussed, do we need to go up or down? Up.
Question 1 is, do we need to go up? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Uh-oh. Okay, what's next, guys?
No, that.
Do we need to go down?
No. Don't. What all is on this level? Is it just this? It's not just this room of statues, right? What else is on this level?
As far as you're concerned, it's the outside the doors, inside the doors, and there's a staircase up. You're not sure what else is on this level. Hang on, no, someone did go down.
No. Yeah, we found a way to the bottom of that wall with the spirits in it. Didn't
you
we?
did. So that's the bottom of the wall. That is the bottom of the wall. At 11. That's the wall of woe. The wall of woe is 11.
Because that was below us, wasn't it? The thing that went up to it, the Will-o'-the-Wisps came down, and we saw the top of it at the throne room with the balcony. Looked over it, didn't it?
Did. That's the bottom of the wall of woe. Also on this level. What's your question, Dave?
So we know where the throne room is.
We believe we know where the throne is. Yes.
Yeah, the throne room was like.
But it's above us.
The throne room's above us, so that 11, we're guessing, is the actual wall with all the spirits kind of poking out of it.
That's what you're guessing, yes.
Is it at the Wall of Woe?
That's your second question.
Do we need to go to the Wall of Woe
Do we need to go to the Wall of Woe?
for this next step?
Yeah.
So the answer to that is no.
Okay. As far as I know, the only other thing on this level is this room. So
either what we need is below us or it's in this room.
right.
We've got a few questions left. What do you want me to ask it? I got to write out the question.
Well, then why not ask it, is what we need in this room with us?
Is what we need here in this room?
Okay, now I'm going to.
Sorry, ask it if it's below because it answers both questions simultaneously.
True.
Because if they say no, it's not below, then it is this room.
Okay, I am going to answer the question. I was about to point that out.
Is on the stairs.
Yes, I was about to point that out because that's what she wrote when she asked the question, and the answer is.
So what we need isn't on the stairs where Jelsa is.
And
yes,
it's not going up, and it's not at the Wall of Woe. So that's eliminated 3 that we were considering.
So interestingly, if you asked, right, yeah. So based on that question, is depending on if you ask, because of where Jelsa is at the moment, technically speaking, you could ask if you asked, is it below you, and the answer is yes.
Probably be yes.
But it could also still even if it is yes, doesn't mean it isn't in the room that Bert's standing in because Jelsa's not in that room. You've got to be very.
I already asked about that room. So that's.
But you're on the stairs.
Oops.
You didn't ask about that room. You asked about the stairs, which is where you are.
You said, "Is it where I am?" And I said, "No." You asked, "Is what we need where I am now?" And the answer is no, because you're on the stairs.
Do we need to go back to
Wait.
Okay.
Chill out.
I can't write this fast anyway. Come on, guys.
Have we identified what that powder is?
Nope.
Are you asking Jelsa to write that?
No.
I'm asking specifically. I'm asking Irina and Dondrad.
I am going to be, for the record, I've got to be evil on these sorts of questions, haven't I? Dondrad, it's dust of appearance.
It is dust of appearance. So if a hidden object, you put it on and it makes it appear.
So do we need to go back to the absolutely evilly dangerous room that we all got protection against now, by the way?
Yes.
Do we need? Well, yeah.
Is that my question, guys? Do we need to go back into the bad room?
I think you might need to specify it more than the bad room because that's a bit vague.
But the thing is, I mean, see, if you go to the middle of the room and you stand on top of.
We need to go back in the room of statues. There's question 4.
I'm assuming I'm assuming it somehow knows that you're asking in terms of what you're looking for, isn't it? Yes.
So we need to go back where we just came out of.
Are you asking that again? Just to confirm it?
No. I'm just yelling to the others. We need to go back where we just came out of.
Okay.
Right.
See, the thing is,
and we still got 6 questions. If you guys got anything else you want to ask.
Hang on a moment. Would somebody who's actually do I need PowerPoints to do Magic Sight, or do I just do it?
You just do it. You can detect magic.
I'm going to do that before she asks any more questions, in case it gives us more information.
On what?
On the statues, on the room.
So you'll need to go back to the room,
nothing magical on the stairs.
No, not on the stairs.
I know.
Sorry.
I'm going to be a dick about this because I have to be. Do you know what I mean?
See that?
I
know
have to
that. I
answer
was
the
just
exact questions you asked because that's how that's the rules. Obviously,
Yeah, but
you know what I mean.
I'm not using
This
the
is the
pen,
only-
and I
I
was
know
in the
you're not.
kitchen.
I know. Don't
Since
worry.
I used the power- since I
Irina,
used the
I'm only having fun. Don't you worry.
Okay, there you go.
And
From
since
there-
I used the power to get 10 questions instead of 1, then
Can I say something though? Here's the thing, right? See if you walk into the middle's room, all the stone statues all turn to face the one in the room.
No, they
So they're
don't. They
all
face everyone in the room.
Aye, but if it's only one person in the room.
No. The point I'm trying to make is, Dondrad,
always
is
watch
you're
everybody.
standing in the middle of the room. They're looking at you. Okay. As far as
also looking
Jelsa's
at
concerned, they're looking at Schnookums, they're looking at Jelsa, they're looking at Grimvold, and they're looking at Rannick.
Yeah.
They're looking at Bert, and they're looking at Irina. They're looking at all of you at the same time, even though that is physically impossible.
And what Lone Wolf is saying is, if there is only one person in the room, they all appear to be looking at the central statue because there is only one person at the central statue and there is nobody else in the room. And therefore, they would all be standing in supplication to the central statue, I think is what you're trying to get at. Is that right?
Except the central statue is also looking at you.
Well, it would be looking up at you. So if you're standing on top of it, it's looking up your trousers.
What kind of strange conclusion was that? Anyway, I'm going to do magic.
The
fight
entire
in the,
room,
middle of this
the entire room is basically, this entire room is magical. The entire chamber is under a magical effect.
But
the
it doesn't
statues-
reveal anything other than that.
No.
So
You need to
anyway,
take that
I'll just say to Irene, so that
Oh,
magic,
okay.
that dust of
Okay.
appearance, how do we use the dust of appearance?
I don't know. Sprinkle it on one of the statues. See if it makes something appear.
How much of it have we got? We don't want to waste it with the wrong answers.
it might be
I don't know,
making
sprinkle a pinch of it then. You lot do the magic, not me.
Oh God, I'm going to regret this.
Oh, wait a minute,
The
minute.
burst of magical energy from the negative planes temporarily also blinds you as the discharge of magical energy, but you're okay, Irina. It's just like purple haze in your eyes.
Wait a minute, before we do anything, I don't know.
The time limit on the question. Check that.
Thank crap for that. I just shortcast that.
I can
you
ask. I can write out the question if that dust will show us what we want to see.
I've just
So-
done detect arcana in the room and I shortcast it with spending no PowerPoint. So I'd like a result from that, please.
What, with identify, so you can identify the powers of the room and how it works.
Yes.
Okay, the entire room is under the effects of a permanent dimensional lock
Okay, I will give everybody that information.
that cannot be dispelled.
Interesting.
Each statue bears. Each statue, you can also see that each statue at its core has a connection to the negative plane of energy.
I will also share that information.
And they
Can you
also
say
appear
that
to be
again
made
in
of ice.
Parisian?
It's got a link to. I don't know how to make negative plane more simple for you.
Each row of statues has a field of arcing negative energy that lances back and forth between the statues from floor to ceiling and wall to wall. The field cannot be dispelled.
It's the realm of entropy, of death.
You can also tell that the statues are protected from most forms of damage.
Except healing, surely, because healing is for the positive material plane. It's above the material plane. It's a.
I shall give Mr. Dontrad a penny for deducing what Irina is looking at. It looks like the only way to damage the statues is with positive energy.
Aye, so basically, Do you know what?
You also determine, the last thing I was about to say, you also determine if 3 adjacent statues are destroyed in a row, that row's negative energy field fails, allowing safe passage past it. So it doesn't matter because you're all shielded anyway, but what you'd have to do is destroy 3 statues in every row to nullify the room. You can also see that every statue has a permanent repair spell cast on it to reform itself magically. Pretty much where you get out of the room with your Detect Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, back to, is there a time limit on your Quill of Revelation? Revelation Quill. Yeah.
No, there's not a time limit on it. There's a question limit.
Is it a question of time?
Yeah.
Time's an illusion.
Tea time, doubly so.
Lunchtime, doubly so.
Lunchtime. I nearly got it right. Bugger.
You should send that into the Reader's Digest. I've got to pay like people like you. I know phenomenal amounts of that by heart.
Give you Benny because I didn't know the next line.
Thank you. I studied it in school and accidentally learnt it by heart.
Do you know what? I went through the whole of my British school education without doing Shakespeare once.
Me too. No, that's not true. I did it briefly in drama.
I got to do my O-level English. I got to do Swallows and Amazons, which I read when I was 6.
Drama almost doesn't count for requiring Shakespeare because Shakespeare is drama. So.
Mm.
Well, that's not entirely true because a lot of Shakespeare is pure comedy.
Yeah, but no, I mean, to be honest, it's just like, you know, for doing O-level English lit, and I didn't do Shakespeare. I don't know anyone else. I don't know anyone else who didn't do something.
Mm.
I don't know. It strikes me.
Yeah, I
very
didn't
weird.
do
But that's by the
Shakespeare
way.
in English.
And that's just being picky, Elspeth, saying Shakespeare's not drama because it's comedy or tragedy.
Anyway, we're still up to question 5. You've still got you're up to question 5. Don't forget.
Well,
So
why don't
sorry.
we heal the statues then, Dondrad? What's worse that could happen?
Don't ask that.
We could burst heal.
Is that kind of Dr. Pepper over there?
Ooh, that could be nice. Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
when
Dr.
you
Pepper
get
thirsty,
rid of the negative energy statues, it will reveal. If we destroy the statues, will it reveal what we're finding?
Your question.
Yes.
Okay.
I assume you mean will it reveal what we're looking for?
Yeah, because if you destroy it, it'll definitely reveal what we're finding because we'll find what's in there.
Okay, I will go into the middle of the room, right? Before we go any further, I'm going to go into the middle room. I'm going to get on top of the middle statue, right? And I'm going to cast Healing Burst Radius.
You're going to climb on top of the statue and then cast healing when you think healing is going to cause the statue to take damage.
Break. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is instead of doing that, why don't you go stand, what would that be, 3 statues north of me? Bert will stand here, and you can stand up there, and we will both cast at the same time, and we'll take out all but that last row up there at the very top.
You can't, because you can only you can only cast healing on a statue you touch.
You're not a cleric.
You're a druid.
You're a druid. You can't channel energy.
Healing has got a range of touch.
Right, but you could do the mass healing. I can do a mass healing.
No, you can't. Oh, can you? You're a druid, Bertie, and a thumping good one too.
Well, that's for my favorite powers, yes. But my divine mastery rewards clerics and druids with the additional power and energy to power their miracles. A cleric or druid who takes this edge has access to all of her powers' epic power modifiers. And mass healing is one of the epic power modifiers.
Yeah, mass healing. Yeah, so that's obviously, mass healing is...
I can't do mass healing at range like a cleric can.
Yeah, understood.
Right. So is that what we're going to do? We're going to go to. I see what you're saying.
I apologise,
so
but I didn't realise mass healing was a. I didn't realise mass healing was a epic power option.
Yeah, because clerics can do it at range with additional recipients.
Yes.
Right.
Which isn't the same as a burst
This
template.
isn't the same which is the burst template.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So is that where you want us?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Either there or with you standing right here, and that way we would just take out like the right half of the room, basically. Yeah.
So you take out complete rows.
Mm.
Or columns, depending on how you look at it.
Then just that middle row would have 4 out of the 5 that it needs.
Franix slumps down and scratches Snookums behind the ears and says, "Does any of this make sense to you, Snooks? Because it's going right over my head."
Yeah, so you've got the prime plane above it, the positive, and below it, the negative.
Yeah.
And if you cast healing backwards, you harm the creature. It's called cause harm, as opposed to healing.
Okay, so let's cast our mass healing.
Surely healing backwards would be
ahead.
That's 6 power points each to cast healing in a large burst template.
Yep.
Okay, that's a successful casting of healing by Bert. Okay. Okay, basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 statues burst, showering the whole room in fragments of ice.
It was impressive.
Also covers over Amber to make sure Amber don't get damaged by falling ice.
There you go. Take
While
that.
holding the quill up above her head.
Anyway, take that altered geometry.
Does my detect arcana spell
21 exquisitely carved tiny porcelain dolls lie on each of the pedestals, the ice statues once.
Let's examine those.
They're kneeling.
Yep.
No, they'll be
tiny porcelain dolls depicting an old woman.
Porcelain supplicants. So they. So how many do we need?
Don't know. 21 at the
I
moment.
think we need to destroy all the statues because whatever it is will show itself once negative whatever planar stuff is wiped out.
But we're on question 6. We could ask it if we needed.
Bert starts scooping them up, scooping up all these little dolls and statues and so forth, and carries them out past the doorway to pile them on the stairs. Come on, Pointer, right there.
Because they're going to reform in a minute, I would imagine.
10 minutes, but yeah. Okay.
All right. So is that a porcelain what's name?
Well, that's a porcelain fine. These are very fine porcelain statues.
More bloody statues.
But they're little ones-ish.
Duets.
Yes, but these ones you can just put in your pocket and they won't be looking at you.
Oh, I suppose. Yeah, if we stick them in a bag, they can't see me. That's all right then. But I'll know they're there.
So do we do the other half of the room?
Do we want to just blast all 35 of them? I don't have a problem with that.
By the way, how many statues are going through the clock tower? I wonder if you can replace the clock tower statues with these ones.
I believe it was 2 dozen.
What, exploding ice ones?
The little ones.
I wonder if you replace the clock tower with supplicants and the supplicants go into the into the
I've no idea.
into the tower.
Yeah. In fact, actually,
Oh, maybe.
I think ironically, although I read it as, oh, well, you needed to be supplicant to get into this room. That's where you find the porcelain dolls. I don't think that's what that. I'm not sure how you were supposed to work that one out. I'll be really honest.
Why is this the right thing that we were supposed to get out of that line? What we're doing now?
I don't know. Is the honest answer, because I've just remembered something
Well, what
else
chance
later.
do we have?
Yeah,
If the GM doesn't know, we're bollocks.
The way I
It
read it
seems
was
to be
a penitent man kneels, and that was meant to be a clue.
Penitent man kneels before God.
Yeah, so you had it was a test of faith to enter this room. So I thought, oh yeah, that means that's how you get the porcelain dolls. But even then, that's a very hard one to get. My gut feeling is your 17th level characters in a game full of magic. The assumption is you will have to end up resorting to divination spells to get the solution, which is bad writing on their part. And I'll be honest, if I'd realised that before I got to how far through the adventure I'd got to, before I realised they weren't ever going to tell you anywhere how to work that bit out, I might not have worried about it. But by then I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm doing it now. And then forgot all about this problem. Okay, so it's going to be another 6 power points from each of you to cast a healing spell to destroy the remaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 statues, isn't it? Because don't forget, this row's already blown up.
Oh, heaven.
Conrad fails!
They're all looking at me.
Doesn't matter, that still means you got... yeah, you've still got 1, 2... You've still got 8 more. That gives you 29.
Well, why don't we ask this book if we've got enough? Because, Stunty, you're not looking happy with yourself. And to be honest, I mean, I'm quite happy that the statues are getting busted up, but she's got an ugly face and she's looking like she's getting angry.
The fragments of ice are slowly... The fragments of ice on the other side of the room are starting to move back again.
Can I, because we've got a few questions left, ask him if we've got enough, and then you need to ask him, do we put them on the rails to the clock tower? I mean, what do we do with them?
You have to ask it something, it'll answer yes or no.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to say, do I put them on the rails of the clock tower?
Do we need all of them? Do we need all of these little statuettes?
Do we need, I write it out, do we need all of the statuettes? It's saying no.
Okay, then let's go up to the throne room.
Right, okay.
Are you scooping up the 8 you just got, or are you leaving them behind?
Oh, yes. No, I'm grabbing everything.
29.
We know what else we want to ask it?
I think we're going to need 24, but that's just a guess. Yeah, we were going to ask it whether or not we need them for the clock tower.
Do we need to use the statues to get in the clock tower? That's question 7. Okay, well, you better take as many as you can.
So yes, so the funny thing is, so they come out and they go round. There's a couple of
when they come out,
this out as a question. Do you want to ask if they negate the power of the guards in the clock tower?
Yeah, I think you should put them on the tracks, because the guards run on tracks. They go in the back of the clock tower and come out the front like a cuckoo clock. I think we put the statues.
Oh, okay. So so the question would be, do we replace
supplicants kneel, porcelain find was the clue to find the dolls. Actually, you don't have to. It hasn't got anything to do with later on. That was the clue.
Okay, so the question we want to ask is, do we use it to replace do we use the statues to replace the guards on the belt at the clock tower? Is that what we want to ask it?
Oh,
no.
The answer is no.
And we only got
2 questions left.
No, 2, 9 and 10.
Oh yeah, good point.
So should we take the statues and go up to the clock tower and have a look at it?
Yeah.
Throne room, guys. Throne room. We need to put one of the statues on the throne room. On the
Why do we need to
throne,
do that?
because we are replacing the rightful queen.
We asked it if we need the statue for the clock tower. It said yes.
Yeah, it said we need the statues, or at least some of them, for the clock, but it didn't. I didn't ask if we needed them all. I said,
Oh, it'll let us in.
yeah, we
If we're
need
holding,
it in,
if we're
but
if
Well, let's try that. Let's physically try that now.
yeah, if we're
there's two
holding the
choices,
statue, it'll let us in because we couldn't get in. Remember, we kept bouncing off some sort of force field.
Aye. So we either
Someone said
hold the
that Benny's
statue.
must flow, so thank you for those of you who are running low on PowerPoints.
Thank you,
So
thank
we-
you, thank
And
you,
here, I
thank you.
thought you were just awarding bennies because of our brilliant questioning.
No. Someone said Benny's must flow.
So there's the plan. So if you hold the statue, it might let you in the clock tower. If it doesn't
Just
work,
do that.
you go to the throne
Keep
room.
that train of thought, Rannick. Continue that train of thought.
Yeah, it also says ringed in steel 3 loops times 9, prize from luckless sleep. I think we might need to wrap either the steel around us or around the old bloody thing if it's long enough.
Or around ourselves.
How
Well,
many chains?
I did say around us or around the old bloody thing.
Did we get 9 chains of 3 loops apiece?
No.
We got one chain.
No, we got 3 chains.
We got one chain of 27 links.
No, we got 3 chains of 27 links.
No, I thought the other ones were 28 links.
Well, there were 26 links, all the others, weren't they?
Yeah, there were lots that were
26.
That were less, but we've got 3 that are the right number. I can't do this counting thing. I mean, I can, but it
hurts. It hurts. No, I understand. It hurts.
No, hang on. No, there's more than 3. Look, I'm going through my pack now. Look, 1, 2.
Hang on. When you examined the throne, you noticed that one of the foot manacles was removed. And when you counted the links in the manacle chains, you find that each of the throne's chain has 27 links, while the ones on the walls only had 26. There were 5 chains still attached to the throne, of which it sounds like you only took 3.
No, we took 5 because that's what's in my.
Okay, that's fine. Because you said 3, that's why I got confused.
I know, but that's because Tavis had remembered 3 for some reason, and then I opened my inventory, and that's why I was doing the counting thing, because that was Rannick counting through to find that he actually had 5.
So 1 had been removed, 1 had been taken away, but you decided to take 5, basically.
We took the remaining 5, yeah.
And if you remember earlier, there was one shattered statue in here, and you've decided to take 29. You decided to break 29.
The moral of the story is don't go to the Goblin School of Mathematics where you go 1, 2, 3 lots.
I don't go 1, 2, 3 lots. I keep counting.
Are you guys coming?
You're confusing me.
Sorry, I'm not looking at the map anymore. I'm going to move you all up to 16 then. Which is the Upper Falls.
Right, can I have one of them little statues?
Here you go, Rannick, a statue of your very own.
I'd rather not. But
tokens. There you go.
I think I need one.
It's good therapy for you, Rannick.
Here, anybody else want one of these chains?
Thanks.
Yeah, Bert will take one of those.
Oops, sorry, I just did the wrong thing there. Let me just move you all. I'll just drop you back in the room. We'll start again. Sorry.
Right, I will hand. So Bert wants a chain. Does anybody else want a chain?
Yes, please.
Right, so there is a chain for.
Okay, hold it there.
There's a chain
for yeah, Dondra ran way ahead of the rest of us.
Really, yeah. Dondrad?
Yeah.
Oops. All the statues appear to have repaired.
There's a chain for Dondrad.
You can't give one to Dondrad. He ran too far on ahead.
Okay, well, I best have that one back then. Then I'll give a chain to Sparkle Tits.
I don't even see where the others are. They got so far ahead of me.
I
then
shall
when
put,
Dondrad's
I'll
putting
put
that
you.
back,
I'll move you all
I'll
up
give
so you're all
everyone-
together, and then I shall signal up you. And Dondrad, as you approach you get too close to the clock tower. You see that everyone hears it, the chiming sound. All the statues rotate.
Oh, bugger.
Away. Get away from it. Just going to go first.
Can I have that? Can I have that set of manacles back, please, Dondrad?
Statues are coming.
Chelsea, you're up.
That?
I'm going to go on hold and wait on the others because I'm still hanging on to the quill going, do we need to ask this thing anything else?
You're still on question
Before
9.
you guys get yourselves killed?
We're on 9.
I was going to say we could ask if Dondrad is impulsive, but I think we know the answer to that.
Dondrad, you're up,
I'm
sir.
not. I'm just. I have faith. Right.
Go and kneel and see if that gets you through.
Right. Well, I'm going to run. We're going to run 8. Right. So run that direction. Inventory. Weapon. Take a. I only got. I don't really have anything for it. Take a pot shot just to see what happens. Probably won't. It's just covering fire. It's just covering fire. Yeah, so set it off. Sorry.
Grimwald, you're up, sir.
I'm going to come stand here.
Okay.
What can I see? Just imps. The Catarid Golem things again here.
Yeah. Dondrad ran up to the clock and activated it, basically.
Bollocksed up. I thought we're so near to the solution I completely forgot what the clock tower does. I was thinking about statues. I mean, they're all looking at me.
Well, they're bloody coming for us now.
Well, if we stay away, if we just stay here and wait, they all have to come to us, and then we kill them, and no more appear.
Brannick.
Okay. Huh?
Well, you moved to there, and then it suddenly just moved you back. I don't know why. So you got to there.
Yeah.
Go again. There we
go. Okay, so ringed in steel, porcelain kneel. I'm going to lay the chain on the floor around me and hold the porcelain thing and kneel down and see if anything happens.
Okay. But
Bert is going to step up next to Snookums. We're going to loop the chain around Snookums kind of like a collar and hold the other one in my hand. And then Snookums and I are going to walk forward with the porcelain doll in my other hand.
Okie dokie.
When they've all gone, I'm going to come off hold and just run to keep up with them.
Okie dokie. Arena. I'll let you do your move, Jill. So, Arena, what do you want to do?
A very good question.
Yeah, but we need to be closer to the statues, Bert.
I think I'm just paying a lot of attention to what's going on with the other people's decisions at the moment. I'm getting closer in preparation for doing something.
Ravik is kneeling down, holding a porcelain doll inside a ring of 27 metal links at the moment. But he's just finished doing that as his action. So we'll see what happens on the next turn. Amber's kept up with you. New round. Oh, look at that. But Dondrad got a joker. Benny's all round.
Hooray!
Dondrad.
Yeah, so I accidentally set it off. If we stay outside the activation range and just wait for them to come for us and pummel them, they'll be fine. God, this is a bit old-fashioned, isn't it? Do you know what? Yes, I am.
You shoot again, this time taking your time to aim better, and you hit. Shaking the statue.
You chipped it.
Involved.
We're going to go on hold.
Okey-dokey. The statue recovers from being shaken. And moves a whole 5 inches towards the party. Arena.
Oh. Okay, have I got one of these statues? And if not, who's got them?
Yeah, I made sure everybody had a statue, and then I've got several others in case you drop one.
Okay, I'm going to try something incredibly stupid, but let's see what happens. Oops.
Dong.
That was the rest of my movement. I couldn't see around the corner until you moved me that far.
That's absolutely fine.
Did you just make that thing dong again?
Yep.
You've triggered it.
I did say just before I set up, I'm going to do something incredibly stupid.
You did indeed. They all rotate 1 square.
I mean, we're going to have to get close to it anyway. We're going to have to risk it to see if it... Even if we had a statue, you're still going to have to walk to the doors, aren't we?
Are you doing anything when you get to there? With the statue?
If that statue...
the statues that are rotating don't... No, it's basically, if you remember, it goes dong, they both rotate, and the ones that come out the doors activate.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, no, I'm not doing anything with that statue. I'm trying something with the back door, but I'm not there yet, so it's going to have to wait until next turn.
Okay. I'm going to run again, I think. Coming towards you, scythes in hand. Jelsa.
Chelsea's can't. Oh, I know. I'm close enough. I'm going to step over here by.
Oh, hey.
Snookums, right by the edge of the cliff. I can't remember if any of the things we had worked on these. No, only physical attacks did. I'm going to throw a star knife at one of these things.
This looks like it's a good hit. Fortunately, it wasn't enough to do damage it. It was a good hit with the star knife there.
Oh, well. Hey, when you get over there, pick up my star knife.
Brings us to Rannick.
Okay.
If nothing appears to happen, Rannick will go with what was said to Bert earlier, that maybe we need to get closer. And
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. I mean, yeah, I was deliberately sort of saying, yeah, you're sitting there and nothing's happening, and it was. I'm afraid I was being quite deliberate in the whole ignoring anything in that regard because nothing appears to happen. Sorry, I forgot. Okay, you're going to run 11 inches.
I'm going to run 11 inches and kind of skid down between these two statues, close my eyes, put the circle around me, close my eyes and go, please work, please work, please work.
First things first, I'm going to say is dong.
Bollocks.
He would rotate to there because they haven't activated yet. And then that. And what you doing when you get to there?
Putting the circle around me.
Yep.
Kneeling down, holding the porcelain statue and saying, please work, please work, please work.
Okie dokie. Okay, that's fine. That's obviously getting it right and setting it up and holding it is your action for this turn. But
yep.
Okay, we still have Schnookums on a leash and a little doll in my other hand, and we're going to continue walking forward.
Okie dokie.
Like we know what we're doing.
Like you know what you're doing. No problem. Okay. Column number 6 is going to activate. It's going to move. It might run. It's going to move 8, which gets it to scything range of running. The masterwork.
Bastard statues.
You're going to interrupt it. That'll be an athletics roll off then, please, Mr. Grimwald.
That was a really good one.
They seem to have got no athletics skills, so I'm going to have to use agility.
And rolled a slightly better one. You mother. Okay, good.
You interrupt it. What do you do?
I'm gonna bow-less the thing. Which one is it?
That one there.
That one there.
The one in front of Rannick.
I think you're out of range.
Someone eating crisps.
Not me.
I'm going to move forward and then bow-less it.
Okie dokie.
Wow, what a roll. What a roll was that? Wow, okay.
You didn't roll a 1 on your wild die, so you didn't bow less running, at least.
Thanks.
Okay, masterwork adamantine, I should say. Scythe swings towards Rannick, whose cloak of displacement and Psyhedron ring protect him. Someone's enjoying watching you getting hit a lot. They got the popcorn out.
Either that or they're running through gravel and doing sound effects.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Good bit of Foley
the
there.
gravel sound effects you started, it's his test version, is it?
Although I had to laugh. Actually, nearly finished. We've sort of on the home, and we're not going to be finished in one more session, but we're on the fight. We're just about to start the final chapter of Spelljammer, and now Sirenscape's released all the sound effects for the adventure.
Well, helpful.
Oh well. Anyway, Jelsa's first on the Ace of Clubs.
Son of a moo! I missed that at the weekend, didn't I?
Never move.
So Jelsa's going to try it again with a star knife because I hit the damn thing.
Afraid you missed that time.
Damn. She's not moving until she makes sure the others aren't about to get killed.
Rannick, you didn't nothing other than the fact that you basically sort of whether you had the presence of mind just to stay there kneeling as that side came towards you, and you're so glad when it went through 2 feet to your left that rather than you, but nothing else appears to have happened.
Okay, well, I'm going to try and get through the bloody door, and if that doesn't work, you bastards are getting hammered. And Rannick is going to pick his stuff up and run again. And yes, I'm aware that it will get an attack on me.
I think 11 might hit.
It might. It's probably not going to hurt me, though. Yeah. That tells me I'm probably not close enough yet. And as Rannick runs across, he'll then skid down again into the circle. Then, bloody bastard statues!
I'm just checking other numbers. I wouldn't worry too much. Okay, are you kneeling there, or what you doing?
I'm kneeling there again. Yeah.
Okay, Dondran.
Well, it's already going bong into it, so I might as well make it. I think what we're going to do is weapons. Inventory. Right, we need that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to run a whole 10 inches. Which will get us to there.
Let me just say bong first.
Yeah, it's going to go bong. We know it's going to go bong, but I think I'm going to have to get in the fight and start weeding things out. And then we're going to smash that thing. Oh, now, should we or should we not? This is a statue, isn't it?
Yes, looks like Baba Yaga holding a large adamantine scythe.
Okay. Because I don't have my shield on me, that's the only thing. Okay, so there we go. We will I will pull my hammer out of my bag of holding and smash it.
Miss
with a parry of 8, because these things are really tough to hit, aren't they? What's that, Benny? Maybe not. Not after running. Okay, that's me.
Grimald.
Ha, he says. Aha. So how do you do the raise thing? Just spend more points, an extra 2 in it.
Yep.
Goes again. What's he up to?
What do you mean? What am I doing? I'm doing some powers. That's what I'm doing.
So is he using mystic powers without rolling? Aye.
Yes, you use mystic powers without rolling.
Right. So the next thing is, if you code mystic powers, do they add the arcane background points?
You can make it do that, yes.
Right. We have to have a chat about that later then. On Discord.
And then I'm going to walk up to this geezer here.
Okay. Interestingly, that walking up to that geezer there does trigger a bong.
It was a bong. He's got a bong, is he?
The clock doesn't strike.
Oh, good. I didn't want the clock to strike anyway.
No, he wants to. You want to be the one doing the striking, not the clock. Deadly struck one, and the other two got away with minor injuries.
What? Wounds, eh?
Wounds? Yes. Smashed him. And how much pace did I have left? I was just in front of Bert when I say I'll move up to this one.
Now it goes bong.
Bong.
I think it's a 30-foot limit.
Rannick's gonna get mullered.
No, he's not. Rannick's dead hard.
Okie dokie. I'll take your word for it.
Are you sure those words are in the correct order?
Aye.
I thought you were talking about rigor mortis.
Okay, Dondrad parries the blow from the column. Column, I should say.
My line.
Watched that again the other day.
Good. There is
Actually,
not too many.
I actually listen to the soundtrack quite often.
So do I. I got it on pre-release. I absolutely adore it.
The slide's mostly filler. I love that bit.
Yeah. What about the parking ticket?
Oh yeah. I'm not wearing any underwear.
Yes.
That fire hydrant wasn't there. I know I've done it in the wrong order, but you know what I mean.
Yes, I do. And one of my favourite lines is the police are just taking witness arias.
Yes. They got the mustard out. Anyway, but
Okay, Bert is going to drop one end of the chain so that it's no longer around Schnookum's neck.
bong.
Since that apparently, yeah, I know. Since that apparently didn't help Rannick at all. Bert is then going to walk up to there and use his athletics to try and swing the chain around this.
Rannick's is putting the chain on the
2.
ground, isn't he?
Yes.
Rannick's putting the chain on the ground around him.
Yes,
and kneeling
that's
down
what I thought. Yeah, that's what I just wanted to clarify because that's what I thought you were doing. Yes.
Yeah, he's putting it down each time. I know, but I'm going to try this real quick anyhow.
Okay. Yep.
I'm going to try and sling the chain around this golem, more or less to see what happens.
Okay, I'm going to treat that as a test, and that'll be athletics.
Sorry, that probably sounded awful. It was an accident.
Okay,
Hit
it
the
sounded like a really
microphone
cool sound
against my
effect.
Did it? Okay. It was my microphone hitting my coffee cup.
So that is a success with a raise. So you throw the chain round it. It wraps round it. Do you want to make it distracted or vulnerable and roll on the creative combat table? Oh, there you go. Do you want to make it distracted or vulnerable? And you get plus.
Let us make it distracted.
Oops, that didn't work.
And I have insight, huh?
I can't spell. That's why. I think you work it. I think you realise that basically that being made of statue, their limb, although they're very well sculpted, They obviously don't move exactly like the same as human anatomy would, or something along those lines. I suspect.
Made of statue.
Yes. You got a problem with that?
The golem's made of statue. What's wrong with that?
Don't make fun of the GM.
Just like the floor is made of floor.
Indeed. It's easy to fly. All you do is you go to sit on the floor and make sure you miss.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. In which case, Schnooks is going to come up here and also do an athletics test against this thing in an attempt to make it vulnerable.
I think Schnooks did it.
I think Schnooks made it vulnerable. I think Schnooks also gets to roll on the creative combat table.
And shook it. We'll take that.
That should be quite an easy one to put down now. Very nicely done, guys. Vulnerable, distracted, and shaken, all in one action. Well, 2 actions, but you know what I mean. 1 round. Arena.
Okay. Let's try this thing.
Okay, you're up, Grim. Let's see if you can reap this thing.
I am going to get on the moving conveyor belt, wrap the chain around me, hold the statue, and kneel down.
Yoki.
And this is either going to work or it's going to be pretty funny to anybody watching.
Mm-hmm. Of course, they won't rotate until someone triggers it again.
That's true.
Jelsa can do that.
Or Amber.
Or Amber.
Well, you know what? All right, fine. I'll get Amber to
Amber.
trigger it, and then I can find out straight away. Where is Amber? There's that. Oh, good God, Amber can't run that fast, can she?
Yes, you can.
Well, she doesn't have to go that far.
Is that far enough?
Well, if she went that way, it would take less movement.
Well, I suck. So let's try that again. Okay.
Okay, that's definitely a chime. Look. Arena, the doors open to let the statue in the inside, and Arena basically bounces off the invisible wall.
Bollocks! That didn't work.
Sorry, did you? Aye. So the porcelain statue didn't go inside it, no?
Actually, let's have an agility check. You smack into it quite hard.
Why I said bollocks.
Yeah, you don't drop the statue.
We might have to go for plan B here. And, like Bert said, take them to the throne room and lay them before the throne.
You still got 2 questions.
I take it, what the fuck isn't an acceptable question?
Well, it's got to be a question that can be answered in a yes or no.
I was going to say the answer to that would be yes.
Exactly.
I can see Jelsa writing, do any of these idiots know what they're doing?
I could imagine her doing that too. Not that I think she should, but yes.
Oh dear.
I think that might have hit me.
How long are these chains?
If it's said that I'll have to go back and have a look. Oh, you lucky so-and-so there.
Rannick totally caught the half of that one and said, bloody bastard statue, bugger off!
When you were learning Common, did you start with the letter B and kind of give up early on?
Look, I was brought up originally by bandits, okay? We did have a dictionary, but they'd used most of it for the privy. It only went so far.
Go, let's do that. There we go.
You're going to be in trouble in a minute, you know, Rennick.
They can't hurt him.
Nah, I'll be fine.
Unless they get exploding dice.
They already did once, and it. Yeah, I know what you mean, but yeah.
You can sweep, can't you?
God for bennies.
No, I can't. Rannick's entire character design was to be as tough as possible and not bother about intelligence.
Well, you're in the right place there, aren't you?
Okay, so you need to sweep then.
No, I'm not going to sweep.
Dondrad, you just got hit very nastily there.
Oh, heavens.
Well, that'd have even wounded me.
Right, well, we're going to have to soak that.
Oh,
So that is...
2 wounds soaked, 1 wound taken at the moment. You get a free reroll, don't you, Mr. Armour of Fortification?
Yes, I'll take the free reroll. And then I'll declare victory anyway.
What, by
Okay.
spending 1, 2, 3 power points?
Yes, I'll spend 3 power points.
Okay, you spend 3 power points to
Hey, I'm
negate
gonna
your
do
injury.
this.
Okay, that moves down to here. I'm going to run.
Yeah, divine intervention below fails to land.
Yeah. Okay, new round. Oh dear, the golem got the Joker. Golem, is it? Oh, it's this one. It's the golem attacking Dondrad.
Yeah.
Golem attacking Dondrad got the Joker, and therefore hits. Oh gosh, that was another mighty. Dondrad's getting battered. It has to be pointed out. Dondrad
Well,
is getting battered.
I'm not using the shield. I don't have the shield on. So
I know.
because I switched to a two-handed maul.
That's 2 wounds upon Dondrad again. I mean, he's getting battered. He's barely dodging these blows from the scythes.
I need to survive this, innit? Because if the quill doesn't work, I'm the only person that can cast divination, and that's Gorham for help.
Any chance you could heal these statues, just in case that helps?
9 soaks all your damage. Okie dokie. Gimvold is up next.
Hey, I'm going to use another one of my magic powers.
Just the 2 collector. I got the 2 of spades last turn. I'm on the 2 of clubs now. I seem to get 2s so often.
Favourite card, isn't it?
Apparently.
There you go. Be nice.
That's a limited free action, isn't it, using my powers, yeah?
Yep.
Hit with a raise upon the vulnerable, distracted, shaken golem. Four wounds in your second attack. I'm going to allow that. Actually, though, you have to re-roll the attack. You can't keep your hit with a raise, of course.
I did a multi-action anyway, so that's all right.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's a hit. Yeah, because of the distraction of the Okie dokie. 2 wounds. I read that's 9 wounds for a second there. I'm like, what? And then I realised, no, that was
9 wounds. That sounds good.
9 wounds.
Shatter the golem.
On this golem. Okay. Captain Golem number 4 is attacking Dondrad. Missing. Captured Gillum number 6 is attacking Dondrad. Hitting. I think one of them targeted someone other than you, you, Dondrad, but I'm not going to worry about it. That's a hit on Rannick, but unless I roll ridiculously well, he'll be safe.
Ooh, you've done it. You've hurt me.
I've hurt you. 2 wounds.
Ooh,
Not 2 wings.
Well,
2 wounds. 2 wounds. Oh,
you should give yourself a penny for that.
I will then.
No,
I've got enough already. I shall give you a penny for suggesting I should have a penny, because I gave myself one, but I shall give you a penny for suggesting I should give myself one. There we go. That was number 10, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's not what I implied, giving yourself one.
Oh, crap. Sorry, Rannick. I thought I was clearing my dog. It's not yours. Sorry.
Yeah, you just cleared all of my targets. How dare you?
You better do it again.
How very dare you.
Right, here we go. That one, and that one, and that one. Right, you're there. We'll do that one. And you do that one, and then we'll do...
I wonder if going a hold might help. I don't know.
So Rannick, kneeling, still kneeling down, is going to say, "You buggers, bloody well leave me alone."
Try the other ring. I'm going to try the other ring.
And then he's going to bind the lot of them as a limited free action.
So I had to move you just because I could tell I could got one.
Yeah.
Let the bellies flow, says someone who I suspect.
Hurrah! Thank you very much.
And then he's going to go up to the door, put the circle down, kneel down, and go, "Please, bloody well work," and push the door.
Okay, so I need to know. Right, let me hang on. So you put the chain down in. You put the chain down in a circle. Yes.
Yeah.
Then
And
you do what?
Then I'm going to hold the statue, kneel down in the circle, and say, "Please, bloody well work," and then reach forward with one hand, push the door, and
or pull it, being as it might go the other way.
Or pull it, and assuming that I don't need, well, yeah, put the statue down and try and get through the door.
Okie dokie. So, you put the chain.
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to kneel, but he did say please, and please is supplicant.
I did.
So you put the chain in a circle and you put the chain in a circle. You stepped inside the circle, holding on to it, going, please work, and pushing against the door.
Yeah.
And then you said you put the doll down and keep pushing on the door. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Did you put the bunny back in the box?
It's a shame you're on your own, really.
Dondrad can see me. No, he can't. Oh, bugger.
He got in. He went through the door.
Rannick disappears. The porcelain doll vanishes. The circle of chains lies on the floor where you left them, Rannick.
Ooh.
So the plan is I stay here fighting a valiant rearguard action, and everybody else can go into the door and get inside.
Did something just happen?
At the top of my voice, whether or not they can hear it or not,
they can't hear you.
They can't hear you. Will still be shouting. Okay.
Rannick.
You wouldn't know this, but anyway.
Oh, for friggin' hell! They're all these things are just all over me. Yeah. So Rannick is he made a circle.
You wouldn't know that, but that's why they can't hear you.
Yeah, he made a circle, got in the circle, and says, "Please help me," and they opened the door.
Okay. Right. So let me. I need to read the description. So show fish lifestyle statue built from a common lights with just sets upon the phone. Focus lines serious down the right circle on the wall displays a blurry image. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Okay. It's going to do that. Oh dear. Someone was obviously on hold. Okie dokie. This will get interesting. Sorry, guys.
You're sorry that it's going to get interesting. You prefer boring?
It's a strange use of the word interesting.
Oh yeah, I know what's going to happen. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So, what am I doing? I don't know. Sorry.
If you don't know.
Still take that. Thank you. Righty ho. Actually, if anyone went, it's probably if anyone. Oh, actually, yeah, it's got to be really, hasn't it?
Yeah, obviously.
That was as clear as mud to me.
Me too.
Okie dokie. You get to make a spirit check, Rannick.
Okay.
Or otherwise, it'll be Rannick George the Bunny Rabbit.
Okay, absolutely fine. I thought I had a bit to see if I can make one quickly. Who's next on the combat tracker? Oh, that was Rannick, wasn't it? So next is Yolum.
I'm going to get a drink of water. Back soon.
Okie dokie. Right, well, Rannick's disappeared, so I can't target Rannick anymore.
Can't move. Can it? It's bound.
It's bound. Good point. Thank you. Sorry, I hadn't noticed that. Must be if that's a transmutation spell.
Oh, it definitely is.
Anything? Come on. There we go. And then I'm going to just do that. Do this. Wrong layer. That layer. Come on. There we go. And then we'll just do that. Bit of that. Bit of that. Oh no, that's a bit of dirt on my monitor. Sorry guys. Picture and I haven't got it, so I'm just going to deal with now. Fussing around. No, not in. No, wrong drive. H drive. Unity. Planes. Savage Tuesday. Bridges.
So what you're saying is you thought you had an alien attack fleet, but it turned out to be one of Mr. Lister's old sneezes that congealed on your radar screen.
Basically, yes.
That made you say it was a Klingon.
Yes. Oh, very, 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 very good. And I can't remember what his name is. Sorry. Oh, that's why. That'll do. There we go. Sorry about that. Right. Strength check to break free. Fails. Strength check to break free. Succeeds. That one should have been entangled. Breaks free. That one breaks free. It is the whole action, isn't it? Brings us to Arena.
Okay.